I will be focusing on the case study of what they did in our mine in Mauritania. Of course, now, large file transfer, you need to be able to transfer your data from geologists or whatever all the way to the corporate office or regional office to make decisions. And you have to ensure that your communication infrastructure is able to communicate these files. Microwave connection. Microwave connection can get more bandwidth and less cost than satellite. And if you would, you can leave a little bit of satellite connection in case of backup, because microwave suffers a lot with the environment conditions. Kinross acquired the operation from another company, so there were already operations there at the end of 2011, but we decided to build our infrastructure from scratch because their communication infrastructure was not worthy. So you have to play with your bandwidth, because otherwise it will be swallowed by people going to Netflix, which is obviously blocked there. And we have built in these 7 years 6 telecommunication towers between 45 and 55 meters. 3 of them are within the fence, and the 3 others are in other premises we have outside the fence, because we have water facilities and other exploration areas, we need connected to our network. Finally, what we did is we built up a cloud ourselves. So same thing that other company would have and offer you, we will build it ourselves. So as you can see, we have a pretty big infrastructure in terms of memory and processing capacity. A part of the drivers, we have removed people out of the operational areas, the risky areas. So we have kilometers away from the pit, we have control rooms where we can check the status of our modular dispatch system, our Caterpillar terrain for drills, our radar system for our...
Néstor Alemán. Néstor has been with Kinross Mining for close to a decade. He's been successfully executing technology projects for the mining business. Also, Néstor, can I ask you to share a few lines?
Thank you, Max. Hello, everybody, again. So my background is telecommunication engineering and IT. So I've been working for different industries like science or oceanographic or microelectronics, and then I fall into the mining industry. So at the beginning I was pretty much engineering, technical part, and then I was transforming or translating into project management. So yeah, my deal is just to manage all these IT technological digitalization projects applied on mining or any other industry. I think the key point or the key word is interoperability. Under my experience, what is happening is that we have different systems in different departments, and they are not communicating each other in a proper way. Maybe communication protocols are not the same ones. We had a hard time, the IT department, to make them work together, because we, in general speaking, we are not involved in the early stage of the innovation strategy. So we need to have a holistic view of the mine, which is not happening now. So the mine, your mine is a single item, a single thing that you have to operate all together. We don't have in the mining industry, like other industries like oil and gas or aerospace, we don't have standards, we don't have governance. So we need to get a common interoperability systems and avoid all the issues we are having now with this kind of silos way of systems running together in a not optimal way. We're not getting the most out of everything. If we don't get the data intercommunicated, we are not getting the most of every part of the systems. So basically interoperability and holistic view of the mine. What is happening now in terms of changes is that now this kind of skills you require to run a mine is changing. I've been reading or listening the last couple of years that this generation of, let's call it millennials, it will be an issue for mining, because millennials kind of, by stereotype, they won't like to go to minings, to go to remote places and so on. But now with this new kind of changes we are having, when we can run mines remotely, and it will be mostly all based on some kind of technology or IT. So I think now it will be a huge change in terms of the kind of people that will be running mines. And on the other hand, I think it will be also a kind of a struggle in some kind of jurisdictions where you have a strong commitment with the country about nationalization, and the workforce should be national and so on, and how this can impact when you make automation and you have to shift from drivers to kind of IT skilled people to run remotely the equipment. So it will be a lot of change. And what I've experienced is that a mine is a kind of operation where you can easily waste a lot of money. Just because of wasting parts, wasting lack of inventory management, and so on. And as it is an operation which you can easily waste money, you have a lot of room to save money using digitalization, technology, optimization, and all these new trends. And again, I'm from IT, so this is my point of view of everything. IT is out of the core always. You know, we are these guys in the underground office taking care of Wi-Fi or something like this, and so with Star Wars T-shirts, and we have been always, and it's also our fault. IT also have promoted that. It's like, I don't want to be bothered. Give me, you know. So it's collaboration again. We have to all collaborate, and IT will become a key part of mining or any industry in the world. And we have to be in the core of the mine. So it's not like mining, processing, exploration, and then IT. So we have to be in the core. So the whole thing will change, and we should be in the center of everything. And then all should, you know, like orbit around IT. I'm sorry, but it's the way it is. So yeah, the main core should change and involve in the whole strategy. And as I think he mentioned before, it should be a process of innovation. It's not just purchasing software and hardware and then saying IT connected, and then you realize you cannot connect it because it's not compatible, and you have to do a lot of workarounds, dirty solutions to make it work. So it will change. It's a huge change, but I think it's an exciting time, especially for IT. And again, with no offenses to vendors, I've experienced that. I mean. Vendors, especially, you know, all traditional vendors for mining, they have these boxes, they have these products like a box, and they are too comfortable with that. Their technicians and their people and their implementators get used to this product, and then they sell them out with some kind of makeup on top of the thing, that saying that it's a new thing, it's innovation, I say, because then you bring to your infrastructure a thing that is 10 years old. All these components are out of life and out of support, you know, and we have a hard time with that. So I completely agree that or vendors have to change, or new vendors have to come from sideward. This kind of event gives you the opportunity to share experiences with peers that have your same problems. You listen presentations and you've discovered that somebody had the same pain you had, and he solved it in a way you've never realized.